evening. Welcome
Okay.
to this Friday's edition of Relative Truths. I am one half of your hosting committee, Tom. And that beautiful bald bastard over there, it's my brother-in-law, Vince.
Thank you. Thank you. Greetings. Hello.
How you
How are
doing
you?
today, buddy?
I'm doing okay. How are you? It's like I
I'm
tell
good, man.
everybody.
I'm good.
What? Go ahead.
Yeah.
I have bad days and worse days. Really don't have good days anymore. Not for the last 5 years.
You just went so robotic. I heard not a word you
What
said.
the fuck? You know what? I'm about had. You know what? I'm
Uh,
getting. I told. Is it better yet? Better. What?
that's all I heard. That's all I heard.
Um, is it better yet? No.
Uh, yeah. I can
You
kind of
know,
get
I
sentences that
we
you're
have
saying.
We have AT&T fiber net coming in. They're installing it now. So as soon as that's available, I'm getting that. And Tina's like, well, this podcast you make no money off of is costing you a lot of money. Like, yeah, I know.
Listen, settle down. All right?
So,
That's how it goes.
so what I was saying is I have bad days and worse days. I don't have good days anymore. Not for the last 5 years.
That's fair. That's
I know.
fair.
So,
That's fair.
all right.
So
What's
yeah,
up? What do you
I'm a little
got?
sore.
Well,
I'm a
yeah,
little
how was
sore.
the race? I saw
But
your posts. Did you enjoy it?
yeah, I did. So it turns out that only running like no more than 5 miles for the last 8 months was not a
Yeah.
good way to train for going out and running 13.1 miles.
Yeah. Makes sense. Makes sense.
Um, yeah, like I knew that it was going to be an issue. I knew the longer miles were going to be an issue. Um, Rolling my ankle when I did completely screwed me up because I was going to hit some longer mile runs the week before. And I think I would have been better, but I was real good through the first 8.5 miles. And it was at that point that I knew I screwed up. So
Wow.
yeah, that last that last about 4.5 miles were rough, man. They were rough.
You did it though. So
But yeah, I did it. It was a good time. Yeah, I've told several people this that have asked about it this week. I love doing races like that because Cleveland is like it's a gorgeous city, but there's so many places in Cleveland that I just like refuse to go on a normal basis because they're so scummy
yeah,
and like
yeah,
you don't know what's going to happen to you. So like I feel safer when there's cops and security at every intersection blocking traffic and pointing you in the right direction and stuff.
true that.
But like Martin Luther King Jr. Drive,
Yeah,
gorgeous, man, through Cleveland.
it is.
But
It's
like
like a parkway
I'm not going to
drive.
go
It's
down there
nice.
most of the time.
No, not unless you have to. Like absolutely have to. Or East Cleveland. Don't go into East Cleveland. They're
Right.
two cops. They're two cops.
They're
Won't
two
be able to
cops.
protect you.
They're
Yeah.
they're busy. They're getting coffee.
Yep. 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 Yep.
So hey, we got some flocking updates this week.
Yeah.
You see what I did there?
Yeah. Yeah. I
We got
saw
some
that.
flocking updates.
Flocking updates, dude. There's flocking updates every freaking day.
So Garrett Langley, who is the CEO of Flock Safety,
Oh, I heard. What a
he
douche.
said he said in an interview that we have to prioritize what we have to prioritize as a country is compromise. Americans shouldn't be forced to choose between privacy and safety as lawmakers debate restrictions on public safety technology. Langley says he values his own family's privacy, but argues an outright ban goes too far. His comparison: America didn't ban cars because of the risks, it created laws to make them safer. So
He
I'm gonna real quick run through a list here we've mentioned some of these. I don't know if we've mentioned any of these or if these are all brand new, but we've mentioned stuff along these lines. So we have a story that the headline is lesbian cop charged with stalking ex using flock cameras.
Yep.
That's one.
Yep.
We have court prepared to drop charges against Florida cop who used flock cameras to stalk actress, pull her over in a high-speed chase. We have 6 Georgia police employees terminated for misusing flock cameras to stalk people. We have this is one we did talk about. Wisconsin police pull over wrong vehicle, draw guns on woman after flock cameras mistakenly identified her car in a homicide case twice.
They did it again.
We
They did it
have
again this past week.
Louisiana sheriff's deputy fired after using flock camera 3,200 times to stalk his ex-fiancée.
Mhm. Yep, yep, yep.
And here's a fun one. This one's right down the street. This one's from Highland Heights, Ohio.
Is it the
A
HOA one?
part-time No, no, no. This is a part-time dispatcher for the Highland Heights Police Department who used the flock system. You want to guess how many times?
Jesus.
20,292 times
What
between
the
October
frick?
24th, 2024 and November 22nd, 2025 to
For
look up the
what?
same license plate. You want to take a guess who it was?
His wife, girlfriend,
It was it
whatever.
was it was an ex.
Ex.
It
Jesus
was an ex.
Christ, dude.
Yeah.
Wow. Hmm. Well,
So, yeah.
and then there was the HOA that put flock cameras in their development without asking any of the residents, and someone went with a saw and literally cut them all down.
I didn't read that story. It popped up on my feed and I meant to go back to it. I never did though, but I saw that one.
And the one dude that was famous for they dropped the charges against him for vandalizing flock cameras. Look, it's becoming they're the most hated company in the country right now. They don't have any good publicity with the installation of Flock Nova and Flock Raven, which I think I explained here when this all started, which is Flock Nova, which is deep dive into the web for every bit of information they can get on you. And Flock Raven was audio. They're doing audio captures on the street and stuff. So, I mean, every single part of your life, it's surveilled and by them. But with the ease, there was a guy that said, I got into the FLAC information in my city. It wasn't even protected. Anybody could have gone in there. He says, I
I
could have
want to
freaking, huh?
I want to share something real quick. You can keep talking.
He said, I got into their site where I could have deleted their stuff. I could have, edited stuff. He's like, I was in there. There was no protection, no password, no nothing. I was in the Flock system and anybody could have accessed it and all of their records. Now, when you get into the Flock system in that city, you have access to the Flock database, like nationwide. And this guy could have done some serious damage. He says it's ridiculous how open and unsecure it is. Go ahead, share something.
So you can see the screen I'm sharing.
Yeah,
It's probably pretty small, but if you look, the top graphic of the United States, you could see like tiny little minuscule blue dots scattered, right?
yeah.
Those are all the flock installations as of 2024. The bottom graphic is the United States in 2026.
Why is this so
L-
concentrated on the East
Look at
Coast?
how much freaking well, because if you look at the places where there's less, it's wide open country. There's nothing there, right? So there's obviously going to be less, right?
Yeah,
So like
yeah,
once you hit the major cities of Texas and like Oklahoma and going up north into Minnesota and stuff, right? It starts dying off as you head farther west until you get to like Las Vegas, there's a big concentration of them. And then you get into California and all up the coast of California, and then Washington and Oregon near the major cities, right? So it's just because the East Coast, the like the eastern half of the United States is much more populated than the western half.
Yeah. Well, why
But just like
is Wyoming
the contrast is crazy.
Oh, it is. Like, I'm looking at the top, I don't see anything, like, really, because it's a small picture. I don't see anything. It just looks basically black, and then on the bottom, you can see the United States lit up in blue, where all the cameras are.
Yeah,
So why is
if you look at
Wyoming
the picture more close up, there's like a little blob of glue near Cleveland. There's one, it looks like near Columbus. There's maybe Dallas, Oklahoma City, Los Angeles, but they're like super tiny. So there's
Yeah.
maybe a couple hundred cameras nationwide.
Well, and I'm glad to see it. More of a, rash of counties and cities that are not renewing with them. But the thing that kills me, what people don't understand, license plate readers for your safety, so we can catch people quicker. So why the fuck are you putting them in Wyoming along the rivers, lakes, and streams, pointed at the water?
Right.
Why?
Right. There's no reason to.
In case some guy's driving his car in the river. I mean, it's surveillance. Call it what it is. They want us. It's just fucking blatant violation of the Fourth Amendment, mass surveillance. And but people just got to fucking wake up and stand up against this company and do something. And I love that these little cities and towns are like, anybody that vandalizes these, they were with me that night. They were, whoever gets arrested, they were with me. Nope, yeah, it's, God, it's just oh, it's frustrating. That's why I started bringing this up. What, a month ago? I it This is something that is just very dangerous, because it's just not one. It's a blatant Fourth Amendment violation. Two, their system is not secure. Anybody can get in there and get information on anybody that's been flocked. So it's frustrating, dude. Pisses me off.
Yeah. 20,000 searches from one part-time dispatcher. That's crazy.
That's fucking nuts, dude.
It's crazy.
That
And the
is
only
nuts.
reason she was caught was because they finally started doing audits of it and they realized, like, oh, she's searching a bunch of shit that has nothing to do with Highland Heights. Why would she be doing that? She works for Highland Heights. Which also goes to further show, why does a dispatcher working for Highland Heights have access to flock data from anywhere else?
Yeah, I know.
It's
I
just
know. That's all.
it's
The
not limited.
system's not secure. Yeah, the system's not secure, and so that's the problem. Hmm. Yeah. So I got some. I'm gonna call this out while we're here. You guys bookmark
Okay.
this and
Okay.
remember it. So I can come back and say, "I told you so." I think September is going to be a pretty eventful month. Just what
Okay.
I've been seeing, listening to, reading, hearing, chatter. I think September is going to be very surprising for people. Not because of that. No, I got my coffee. Atlas Coffee Club. I got my coffee from El Salvador, and I must say, it's very tasty.
Is it better than what was the one you got that was awful
Vietnam.
in Vietnam?
Vietnam.
so it's,
I got 2
so
bags of
the
that. Would you
El
like one?
Salvadorian coffee is better than the Vietnamese coffee?
God, yes. Yeah. Piss
Okay.
coffee is better
Good.
than the Vietnam coffee. Would you like a bag of Vietnam coffee? I have one unopened.
I I'm pretty sure I already said no to this.
Okay.
My answer has not
Anybody out there
changed.
want it? I will mail it to you free. You can have it. If you like Vietnam coffee, email us at ourrelativetruths@gmail.com and I will mail it to you. No cost to you. Free. Please take it. Please take it. I have a
You know
half.
what I could do? I could take it just to prank my wife with.
You could do that, yeah. Okay. I have a half a bag. They're whole beans though, because I have grinders.
That's fine. That's fine.
Grinders plural.
I think I have a grinder.
Yeah, yeah. So,
If
okay,
not,
back
I got a mortar and pestle. I can figure it out.
okay, yeah, that'll work. Good luck on that there, buddy. So I just think it's gonna be a very eventful, uh, month as far as the world. I mean,
Do you
literally.
have more information than that, or do you just want to leave it
Well,
innocuous like that, kind of
John Radcliffe.
enigmatic?
If you shut the fuck up, I would tell you. Okay. Damn. Just kidding. You know John Radcliffe. You know who John Radcliffe is, right? CIA director.
No. Yes.
He
Yes.
okay, he's a CIA director. He just landed in Moscow. So that's a big thing. Um uh from what I've been gathering and what I've been picking, I've been, looking into this. It may see an end to the Ukraine war, but it also may see a kick in the ass from Russia to Iran to just give it all up. And because Russia pretty much controls Iran. And just to give it up, just do what they need to do, open the strait, and just let's just stop this bullshit and maybe end this war too. Maybe. But one respect, most likely the Ukraine war. From what I've been
Okay.
hearing from well, which would be great. That would be great. If he could stop both wars, it'd be great. Great for him. Um Prices would come down and as far as oil and stuff, gas, but the thing that people don't realize about this is it is turning the United States into the country controlling the world's um God, what the hell's the word? Uh Fuel, gas, oil. The US is the one going to be controlling the world's uh God dang it. They'd be controlling it all in some form or way, okay? Which is huge, huge. Because we already know they control a lot of it with China and stuff because of our Venezuela, and because they were supplying Venezuela was supplying Iran and China with oil, and now we control that. So we could shut off we can shut off China and Iran if we wanted to. Now, Iran has no gas, no fuel for their country because we blew up their refinery. So they literally have they cannot supply their citizens right now with fuel. Um, China is okay now, but we can throttle them as well. So you see where I'm going with this? We
If
can
we have all
control.
this control, why am I still paying $4.20 a
Out.
gallon for
That's because
gas?
of the strait. This is why Ratcliffe's in Russia right now. And if this works out, the strait will be open, oil will start flowing again. We really haven't they haven't done shit with the pipeline here, which they should have done. First thing Trump should have done when he got in his office is reopened and started working back on the Keystone pipeline and getting
Yeah,
that
but
back open.
doesn't
But
he need to work with Canada to do that though?
well, yeah, you tell Canada we're gonna Canada would have no problem with that because it helps their economy too. So he didn't do anything with that. So now we're relying too much on our reserves are going down to dangerously low levels, and that's why the price of gas is going up. And we're not getting oil coming in here as fast as we should be getting it. So if this thing with Ratcliffe pans out, that should solve that problem. Then you'll start seeing gas coming down. But with the U.S. controlling basically the world's uh, fuel like that, you pretty much can control everything. As China starts giving you shit, you throttle them. You cut off their oil supply. Then they can't supply their factories and everything else with natural gas, oil, fuel, gasoline. So you can it's pretty big thing to have control of that. Second, I think you're going to start seeing a lot of accountability that people have been begging for 2 years since Trump's been in. So you got to understand that Trump gets into office, you can't just start arresting people right away. You got to have evidence. You got to have proof. You got to have, you got to do it right. Well, it's already starting. I don't know if anybody's been paying attention, but there's been a number of military people arrested for treason. Um, so that's starting. I think it's going to start escalating with they indicted Fauci for whatever the fuck it was uh, in his last
Contempt.
hearing. Contempt, thank you. But I think you're going to start seeing they finally like have everything put together with evidence and everything that I think you're finally going to start seeing some accountability, some arrests of some pretty big name people.
Yeah.
Um, so
I mean, I hope so.
I
I
think
have
September is going to be a big month. I said it here, and I'm right. So come back here in October and be like, "Damn, dude, you knew what the hell was going to happen." I'll be like, "Yeah, I did."
I uh I have no faith in anyone in leadership. So I hope you're
I
right.
don't, I don't either. But here, I don't either. Listen, I'm not saying I don't either. But from the chatter and all the info I'm seeing, no faith or no, I think this is going to happen. And if it does happen, that could be a good thing. Here's what I don't want, even though I don't have faith in a lot of people in government right now. Here's what I don't want. I don't want the Democrats to win the midterms, because if they do, it's gonna hogtie our government for the last 2 years, because all they're gonna try to do is impeach and get rid of Trump, and it's just gonna have government to a screeching halt with all this bullshit. Okay, and if they win the next presidency, we're all screwed. You know that. I mean, we're not going to be able to have a podcast without all we're going to talk about. I've told you is butterflies and unicorns, because that's the only safe thing that we'll be able to talk about. So I don't want that to
I
happen.
mean, I
What?
like unicorns. Butterflies kind of suck.
Hummingbirds. How about hummingbirds and unicorns?
Hummingbirds are kind of cool.
I like hummingbirds.
Like especially like slow mo footage of hummingbirds.
I like
It's pretty
hummingbirds and
baller.
squirrels. I like squirrels.
Yeah, squirrels are cool.
They're funny. But
I like when you
it,
see like a random black squirrel.
dude, when we lived on Lombardy, that's all we saw was black squirrels. They were abundant over there. It was weird for us to see a brown squirrel. That section of Berea had a lot of black squirrels, dude. I don't know. I don't know. But I just don't want if this happens in September and it's true, I'm thinking it's going to kick the Democrats right out of the midterms, and the Republicans will keep it, which is very important. And
Well, I
yeah,
mean, honestly, it makes sense. It's perfect timing.
yeah, it's not an October surprise; it's a September surprise.
Right.
You
So
know,
it gives your base enough time to say like, look what we did for a
right?
full, month and a half, 2 months.
Plus, with God, what was that shut down? What did Doge shut down? The big
The
one,
US aid.
USAID. With that shutdown, the Democrats have no money. They're broke. The Democratic Party has no freaking money. So they can't be running ads, a lot of ads and stuff, so which is good too. So that helps as well. So let's just pray that everything I'm seeing and hearing is accurate, and I think starting Tuesday it'll be a fun month. Yeah,
So
there you go.
Speaking of fun,
Yeah,
I'm all about the fun.
you're all about the fun.
Portugal, fun little country.
Portugal. Yes,
Portugal.
beautiful country.
Um, Portugal has banned wearing burqas in public.
Good for freaking Portugal. God bless you.
Antonio Jose Seguro, who apparently is a left wing kind of guy, he's the president. He announced a burqa law this week, which prohibits the use of coverings designed to conceal the face or prevent identification in public spaces. Anyone caught covering their face may receive a fine ranging from 150 to 3,000 euros.
Good, good. I think every democratic country should do that.
The ban also specifically calls out it bans forcing someone to cover their face for reasons related to gender, religion, age, or origin. Hey, I forgot. Why is it that the Islamic people wear those? Are they forced to? Is that what it is?
Yeah. You've seen the
Huh.
pictures of Iran and
It's
shit in the '70s, right? Where it was cool and then Sharia law came in and they force the women. Yeah. Women are very subservient. You could beat your women in Sharia law. How do you like that? You leftist Karens. You want to just get your ass beat every day? Or I mean, that's what you guys are voting for. But yeah, I more people should be like that. More people should be like Portugal and Poland. Poland, who does not let anybody in their country, like nobody in there, one of the safest countries in Europe right now. I wonder why that is. I
Yeah,
found
I
they
saw an absolutely heartbreaking video earlier this week. It was a 9-year-old Muslim girl begging her parents not to marry her off to this like
fuck,
26-year-old
dude.
guy.
I don't. I don't want to talk about that. I can't do that. I can't talk about the kid shit. That really
Yeah,
bothers me.
yeah, dude, trust me, I agree.
Dude, I can't. Yeah, that's these fuck. Look, you know what NDEs are, right?
Yep.
Near death experiences.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. How many people? How many people that have had NDEs have come back and said, "Well, damn, I met Muhammad." No, none. What do they all say?
Dude, why'd you bring me back? My 72 virgins were right
Right.
there.
Yeah.
No.
Every one of them says, I saw Jesus or I saw God. And none of them said, I met Muhammad and, none. So whatever. Fucking, mm,
Yeah.
yeah, that
Speaking
bothers
of
me.
death,
Bothers- Yeah.
speaking of death, man, it's been a rough week.
Dude, Dolly
Dolly Parton and then
and
Tim Curry.
no, they both died on the same day.
Well, fine. Okay, Dolly
They,
was announced before Tim Curry,
yeah,
but yes, the same day.
yeah, one legend and one cool dude.
It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy.
I
And
mean, 80 years old,
can you think of a single bad thing to say about Dolly Parton?
no.
Do you know there are people that are trying to like somehow lump her in with evil conservatism?
Listen, what is the devil's greatest trick? Everybody knows this answer. You should
Convincing the
know it.
world that he doesn't exist.
Exactly. So apply that to your favorite people sometimes.
Yeah, no,
Has
I know.
has she slipped up? Yeah. I mean, it's on camera. Is she evil? I don't know. Did I like her? Yeah, she was pleasant. I liked her. Um, dude, she was around when I was a kid singing in the '70s. You know, she's a legend. Now, knowing now what we know about Hollywood and the music industry, Could she have been that famous without being some sort of, you know, who knows? Whatever. That's not what's up for discussion.
I think some people can be.
Mm, no,
I don't know.
maybe,
Maybe I'm wrong.
maybe. I don't know, but whatever. She's gone. That's a shame. But I mean, she's 80. She had a good life. And
Yeah,
Tim
they
Curry,
both were. Both of them born in 1946.
yeah, Tim Curry, man, he was funny as shit in Home Alone too. And
You, you know
I'm
what's
going to
crazy is
admit this. I'm going to admit this
yeah,
here.
go ahead.
I never seen a Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Really?
Never seen it.
It was a cult thing. Like
Yeah. It
there
used
were
to play
certain
it used to play downtown every Friday at
yeah,
midnight
yeah.
for
Um
years, like 20 years.
and there's still places that do that, I think.
Oh, yeah.
And it's a big thing. People dress up for it and there's like sing-alongs and yeah,
Yeah, and then
it's
they're like, "Let's have a toast, toast," and everybody throws toast in the theater. Yeah, I've heard about that.
um yeah, I mean unless you're into musicals, it's really you're not missing much. Like yeah, I mean it was a phenomenon. It was a cult thing, cult classic, but
Yeah.
um if you're not really super into like weird musicals, it's not you, you're not going to die saying, "Man, I really wish I'd seen Rocky Horror Picture Show."
Yeah, I'm not broken up about not seeing it, so I'm not gonna rush out and rent it, rent it.
I
It's a
honestly like
god
the thing is like
blockbuster.
when somebody mentions Tom Curry, Rocky Horror
Tim,
Picture Show is not the
Tim,
first thing I
Tim,
think of.
Tim Curry.
What did I
Not
say?
you said Tom.
Tim. Sorry. The first two
What do
things
you
I
think
think
of?
of are Clue and It.
And what?
It. When they made that television miniseries of It
Yeah.
back in the I think it was the late
You
80s. He was
you
Pennywise the clown.
you don't think about Home Alone 2?
No,
Wow. He's
I think the biggest one, the very first one that always pops into my mind is Clue. He was amazing.
he was good. He was a good actor. He was a good actor. I liked him. Another legend's done to Nick Chubb retired.
Yep, yep, yep.
I think he deserves to be in the Hall of Fame.
Um, yeah, I mean, I'm not. I think I've talked. I'm not a huge football fan. The professional sports just in general bug me. Like they're God, these guys, man, like they're so just blessed in what they're able to do, and they spend the majority of their time just whining that they don't make enough. They're not given enough. Like, dude,
Nick
shut the
Chubb never
fuck up and just
complained. He
dance,
he
monkey.
never celebrated. He
But
never
Nick
talked.
Chubb, from what I've heard, he never
Nothing.
and I saw, I never complained. He was a good guy, great player, great teammate.
He
There was
never
never any controversy surrounding him.
no, he never celebrated. He'd always scored a touchdown and give the ball to the ref. Now, there's only 3 running backs in NFL history to have 50 rushing TDs and 5 yards per carry. It's Jim Brown, Barry Sanders, and Nick Chubb. Right there, that should put him in the Hall of Fame. That
Yeah,
alone.
yeah,
And, and so check this out. So he's retired. He's going on. He's no longer has a job. He's got millions and millions. He can do whatever he wants. 30 years old, dude. He retired at 30 years old.
and
Jeez.
that's a smart thing to do, especially as a football player, man,
No,
because
I'm
you are.
just I'm just saying my kids are 30.
Oh
I mean,
yeah, well,
and he's done. He's done at 30. He's like, I'm done.
yeah, yeah. Good
Wow.
for him. Good for him.
Yeah. What the fuck is wrong with Daryl Hughley?
With what?
Daryl Hughley. DL Hughley. DL
DL Hewley.
Hughley.
He's another
Hu-
Hewley.
Hughley.
Hewley. No, just Hewley. DL
Hughley.
Hewley.
DL Hughley. Hughley. Ugly.
He
Fugly.
just, he's another idiot Hollywood person.
These people got to learn to shut their mouths. It just him and Jelly
They're
Roll
not
this
going
week.
to as long as people keep listening to them.
Him and Jelly Roll this week just should have kept their fucking mouth shut.
I didn't even see what Jelly
Oh,
Belly said.
Jelly Roll was on with Jimmy Kimmel. I don't know if it was a podcast or whatever. The first thing he
Okay.
started to do is, calling Trump a fat pig and just going off on Trump. Now, look, Jelly Roll's in that country music genre, which is 98, 99, and
Historically pretty conservative.
okay, 99.5% right wing
Yeah.
conservatives, gun toting fucking conservatives that you just pissed off, along with the 80, 85 million people who voted for Trump. So he pretty much has committed career suicide because he is getting fucking destroyed online. So
Yeah.
that was it because he couldn't keep his stupid mouth shut. And then you got this jackass, he can't keep his mouth shut. How have they not learned from, watching? I mean, are they told, like Hughley? Is he told he has to come out and support this fucking communist piece of shit in New York? Or does he really think this is the way to go? Does he really honestly think that communism is the way to go?
I have
This
seen
millionaire, this
so many
millionaire,
people this week trying to support Mamdani and completely like not saying anything about his policies or the state of New York or anything like that, but just saying, "Oh, look, he went out and he painted a fence, and he did this one little charitable thing." Like, come on, like no, I'm sorry, but no.
beacon of people that can't keep their fucking mouth shut and destroy their own whatever.
Oh,
Coach of
here
the
it
Cleveland
comes.
Browns.
Oh,
Naming Deshaun Watson the week one starter just literally pissed off the entire fan base of the Cleveland Browns to where nobody wants to even go to the games anymore. Like there every single fucking one of the national pundits said that franchise is just a fucking disaster. It just killed itself. It's doomed. They just pissed off their fan base, and they have no idea what they're doing there.
so
We are the laughing stock of the NFL right now.
so I moved to Cleveland, Northeast Ohio, in 1997. It was in a time where there were no Cleveland Browns. Browns had been moved to Baltimore. And so I've watched this evolution from a unique perspective as A, someone that's not a huge football fan, so I can look at it completely objectively. But B, someone that wasn't here before for the Browns, so I don't have like that attachment. And watching the emotional roller coaster y'all have been on for the past, I don't know what, 30 years almost.
26
It's
years,
20
27 years.
it's insane to me. And I feel for you. I really do.
I
But
you know
I don't know what has to be done because it seems like no matter what, they just can't do it right.
it and then this jackass Deshaun has a press conference because he was booed because he couldn't throw a pass to save his life. He looked like shit in the preseason, right? So he gets up at the press conference, basically just like, yes, it's business, whatever. I don't care. You're not gonna boo me, whatever. I don't care. Could give two shits. And I don't know. I he fucking
How many more
shit.
years are on his contract?
This is it. Last year,
This is the last year? Okay.
bench him. You got to pay the 46 million either way. Fucking bench him, cut him, release him, trade him, ship him off to freaking Iran. I don't give a shit what you do with the dude. Just fucking start Shador with Dylan Gabriel's the backup, and mm,
That's a bit dramatic. Ship him off to Iran.
have him fight for the Iranians, whatever, something. I don't know. But there's no way that dude. He's just pissed off all of your fan base, and you're building a new stadium, and these are the people you're going to want to buy season tickets in this brand new stadium. This
Yeah,
gajillion billion dollar freaking monstrosity they're building right down the street, though. It's pretty cool. I just drive right down the street, go to a game. But
I get to
I,
watch it every day. It's fun.
I can drive right to Chase's house. That's going to be pretty much in her backyard or new house
Yeah, I could take the shuttle from my work.
on Sundays. All right, good for you. Whatever. But yeah, I don't know, dude. It's been a frustrating week. It's been a frustrating week to be a Clevelander. So
Hey, I got good news though
I
from the
did, but
White
wait,
House.
I'm not done. I did buy NFL tickets so I can watch
Did you?
Tampa Bay all year and Baker Mayfield. I hope he fucking wins the Super Bowl. All right, go ahead. White House. What happened?
Uh,
What'd you do?
so so I know I just said like I have no faith in any of our leaders, and we've talked trash about Trump the last month, whatever. Um, but he did something this week that I 100% agree with. He hit pause on all immigrant visas while the State Department officials received training.
Good.
So, Trump administration has directed U.S. embassies and consulates around the world to postpone immigrant visa interviews while consular officials complete training on new public charge guidance, temporarily stalling applications that have reached the interview stage. Um, so basically, these people are being trained on what to look for in an interview to weed out people that are just coming here to get on welfare.
Good.
I think it's a great first step.
Well,
But of course, there's all the people online that are hating. They're like, "Oh, so you've got all these people that were, they
fuck them.
voluntarily deported themselves and they're waiting to come back and blah 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 blah." Like, listen, if they were here correctly in the first place, this wouldn't be an issue. But like, this is a good step towards fixing the issue. If we stop bringing over people, we're training the people that are doing the interviews to stop letting people in that are just going to be here to drain our society.
You know what? You know what kills me is all these illegals and shit coming in here getting Social Security benefits and stuff. That's why we can't. The people that paid into it, not them, because they didn't pay shit into Social Security. Us people that did. That's why our paychecks suck ass, and that we can't get good raises every year. Our cost of living raises suck. I told you the way Social Security works. You get Medicare Part A free. Anything else you have to pay for, Part B and prescription coverage, right? So that comes out for me out of my measly Social Security check, $177 a month. So I got to pay to have all this extra shit, you know, out of my fucking small check. So every year I get a raise in January. Last year it was $35, but my fucking Part B went up $32. I got a $5
So you,
raise. Yeah, $5 raise.
hey Vince,
Uh,
don't spend that all in one place, buddy.
yeah, I spent it on my prescriptions. Yeah, so there you go, fuckers. But let's give it to every freaking illegal mm, 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 that comes over the border. Yeah, let's do that. Oh, and we forgot one. We forgot someone that went this week too.
What?
Did you ever watch
What's that?
Coach when you were young? That show, Coach.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, Shelley Fabre,
Oh yeah, yeah. The wife.
Shelley Fabre's died.
Yeah.
Shelley Fabre. Yeah, that's how it is.
But
Yeah, she died.
I wonder if she's number three.
Hmm. Shelley
Because I
Fabre,
mean,
Tim Curry, and Dolly Parton, dude.
it's
She
kind
has
of
a big
hard to put her up with Tim Curry and Dolly
no, no,
Parton.
she had a long and big career. I mean, she started movies with Elvis, dude. Come on. Come on. Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, so
Elvis.
have you heard
Elvis.
about this stuff going on in Gary, Indiana?
What the fuck, dude? Yeah. How do these people not have power for 2 weeks, but all the data centers do?
No, 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 no. Let's not even go there. So you know the story behind why they
What's that?
haven't had power, right?
No, the floods, the rains and
Because the
shit.
power crews were out there trying to restore power and were shot at
Oh, that's right. Yes, yes,
by the
yes, yes, yes.
residents.
Yeah. They said we're not going
So
out till yeah.
NIPSCO, the power company down there, refused to go back out until the police could guarantee their safety. That's why they haven't had power for a couple weeks. Now,
Because
I'm not
idiots are
saying the
shooting
data
at them.
centers aren't an issue, but that has nothing to do with the line guys getting shot at while they're out there trying to fix your shit.
That's crazy, dude. Why I mean, if you don't have power and all your food's bad and you can't have air conditioning and you can't have a fan running, why would you shoot at the people that are trying to fix that for you? What kind of ignorant piece of shit does that?
Because the people that are doing that don't care about any of that. And they're too stupid to correlate the two.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I'm done. I have no faith in humanity anymore. I don't. I don't. It's you're seeing what's going on in Minneapolis, all right?
No, what now?
So, you know, they're overrun with crime. Because, Somalis and all that stuff, criminals. So here you go. They defunded the police and, police are low there, which was a good idea. If you have a lot of crime, you don't want a lot of police there to bother the criminals. So the police came out with
It's
tips
like
on how
East
to
Cleveland.
avoid. Yeah, like East Cleveland. Yeah, 4 cops, 6 cops, whatever they got, and 1 detective. Good luck on that. Okay. Minneapolis police tips on how to avoid or prepare for being robbed. They actually put out tips to their residents that are probably packing up their U-Hauls now to flee. Number 1, don't walk alone.
Okay.
Okay, makes
Solid
sense.
tip. Solid
Yeah.
tip. Sure.
2, only carry items you need. All
Okay.
right. All right. One of them should be a firearm, but whatever. We won't get into that. And YouTube, great. Thank you. There's YouTube. Okay. Sorry, YouTube. I have an idiot co-host. All right. Number 3. Here's where it gets fun. Be prepared to give up your cell phone, purse, or wallet. All right. Give it up. Fuck it. Just give it up. Number 4. Don't fight with criminal. That's pretty smart. If they have a gun or knife, you're not going to fight with them. And be prepared to describe suspects to the police that will take an hour to get there. There are your 5 tips from the Minneapolis Police Department on being robbed.
So basically, don't have anything on you except for your clothes.
Hmm.
Don't wear clothes that are worth anything.
Don't wear clothes. No one's going to rob a naked man walking down the street. So
I mean, that's actually probably better advice than all of that.
there you go.
If you're wandering around naked, most people are not going to fuck with you.
Yeah. And to add to it, start talking to yourself in gibberish. Just make up your own
Jerk a little
language.
bit. Like,
Yeah. Sure. Yeah. You'll be all right. You'll get to where you're going.
where'd they go, man? Where'd they go? They're crawling on me.
Uh, that's whatever. I mean, why? How? How are people that aren't Somalis still living in Minneapolis? When do you say, or Chicago or Baltimore? Okay, I was thinking about this when we were talking about this last week or the week before, whatever, about all these stupid fucking laws and shit that are in mayors. Let me ask you a question. Of all the idiot, extreme communist left leaders that we've talked about the last few months, governors, city mayors, What are they
You're
all
gonna need to
having?
pause. You're breaking up. You're breaking up again.
Yeah, it's trying to reconnect. Hold on.
You nope. Still beep boop bop.
Do, There it is. Okay.
All right, I think you're back. There you go.
Yeah,
All
I
right,
was
of
watching
all
it.
the idiot left, I heard of all
Communist
the idiot left we've talked about. Yeah.
scumbags. What do they all have in common? Think about it. What did
I
they
mean, there's so
all
much. I mean, they're all liberals, they're all Democrats, they're all, in
except for
major
one? Yeah,
cities.
I'll give you a hint. Except for one, JB Pritzker. But other than that, what do they all have in common?
They're all immigrants? I don't know. I don't know, man. Just listen. This is my
You're not
downtime. I
putting
don't wanna
any thought
think.
in this, dude. You're not putting
I'm
any
not.
effort
I'm
or
really
any.
not.
They were all
I'm not.
female.
Oh, well, yeah.
All female governors, all female mayors. Why is that?
I feel as though I shouldn't say because I value my marriage.
Does your wife watch this? No. There you go. You're safe. Maybe.
What was, what was the old Chicago's marriage? Lightfoot, Lori Lightfoot. She was a fun one.
Beetlejuice.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ah, yes. Beetlejuice. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, what is it? What is it that they go extremely communistic left, man, and sign and do stupid shit to their cities and states? Why?
I don't know, man. And it supposedly they're the ones that are gonna save the world because men are just a bunch of hateful warmongers.
Boy, I don't know. It's
That's making a really loud noise in your mic, just FYI.
okay. I just screwing that
You sh
tight.
Yeah. That's why you
I don't
gotta
know.
you gotta get little things to play with to keep your hands busy
Yeah,
so you
do I
don't
need a
do
fidget spinner or something?
so you don't do that.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's. I mean, I was just curious. It had me wondering this week what why that is like that is because oh it's
Yeah,
crazy.
and I don't know how they keep getting elected.
Well,
It baffles me. It really does.
because people are
Like
stupid.
AOC. We brought up AOC plenty of times. I don't mind making fun of
Hmm.
her. She's a fucking clown, right?
Yeah,
But
she's a
like,
clown. They keep electing her.
what has she done in her district that people keep voting for her?
Her district's a shithole. I don't know. Nothing.
Yeah.
You saw this, right? Tracy
I mean,
Rosenthal described
no.
as Zoran Mandami's rent advisor
Oh yeah.
has
Hasn't paid
report
rent and
has been on a 4-year rent strike in the
yeah,
Brooklyn apartment and owes more than $108,000 in unpaid rent.
insane.
That's who you want in charge of your rent advice. That's who you want as your rent advisor. Someone who won't pay her
Someone who
own damn
basically
rent.
says if you don't want to pay your rent, don't pay your rent. It's fine. It's absolutely insane, dude. It's just I don't know.
Well,
Maybe
you
we're
know,
wrong. Maybe we are 100% wrong. Maybe everything should be free.
yeah, it's working out real.
Maybe communism will work.
Okay. Yeah, because all the hundreds of years of failure, yeah, this will be the time it works.
I mean, maybe they really were. They were just doing it wrong.
Yeah, we can do it better. Yeah, we can. Yeah, we're the
We
U.S.
can't.
We could
We're
we could
America. We
do
can.
it bestest.
We could do communism more betterer than the
More
other
betterer
places.
than anybody.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. The last Omaha Beach medic of World War II died this past
I
week too.
saw that. That's crazy, man.
Uh, I d
Well,
and it's been 30 years. I know you know this one, but I'm gonna read it anyway. 30 years ago, we learned that the government will kill your dog, shoot your 14-year-old son in the back, and snipe your wife in the doorway while she holds your infant child, all over how long the barrel of your shotgun is.
yep.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, been a fun hour. We've been pretty depressing.
We
I,
have
uh,
been. I've
I
got
I
more.
Go ahead.
Do you
Let's
want one
go.
more before we go?
Yeah, let's do it. Do it.
All right, hold on. Let me see. All right, yeah, you'll appreciate this one. I think you'll really
All
like
right.
this one.
All right, let's go.
So US Army, right?
Yeah,
These are these are our guys, right?
I got it.
US Army unit offers soldiers 4-day vacation to play Grand Theft Auto 6 if they re-enlist.
What? What? Wait, what? What?
Some US military members who are itching to play a video game they've anticipated for over a decade can trade a commitment for several more years of their life in uniform for a few days off to play Grand Theft Auto 6, which is supposed to be coming out soon, I guess. As an incentive to reenlist, a U.S. Army unit in Georgia is offering active duty soldiers a 4-day pass to play the popular game when it's released this fall, U.S. officials told CBS News. Thoughts? Listen,
No,
man.
I have no fucking
Listen.
no, I have no thoughts. You know what's gonna happen? This game's gonna come out. The whole base is gonna put in for their 4 days off, and they're gonna be like, shit. No, we can only let and then it's just gonna create a cluster, you know what, because they're gonna have to tier the okay, these people can have 4 days off and these people, but then that's gonna piss. No, it's that's a disaster waiting to happen. And to even use that as a reenlistment thing is the most retarded thing I've ever it's the most retarded thing I've ever heard. It's more retarded than this person right here.
Wow. More retarded than your
Okay.
buddy Dan.
I,
It's
okay.
crazy.
I spoke out of emotion. No, Dan is still more retarded than that. But it's still that's that's
Listen, man.
comical.
I,
That's
I
comical.
love I love our military. Support them 100%. But dude, really?
It's a fucking
Come
video
on.
game. It's a
It's a
video
video game.
game.
Not to mention the fact they're talking like you've got to sign up for at least another 2 more years.
Yeah.
So you're going to give
To
them
get
2
4
more
days off.
years for 4 days of a video
You
game.
know what? I would give 2 more years if they promised to give me 4 more days a week off, and then I'd only have to work 1 day a week, and I could play Grand Theft Auto the other times. But or 4 days a month. Let's go 4 days a month. You get to play video games. No, that's just stupid too. That I have no I that really took me by surprise because that is probably one of the dumbest things I've ever heard about the military right there. One of the dumbest things I've ever heard.
Your connection is so bad, dude.
It's one of the dumbest things I've ever heard about the military. It took me by surprise.
It's pretty
That
bad.
that was Jesus Christ. All right. Well, on that note, I'm out of here because that was retarded. So, what a way to end that one, huh?
You're you're welcome.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'm I'm glad I served. And I served at the wrong time. I couldn't get off to play freaking Mario on
You
Nintendo.
couldn't get off to play Pac-Man or
Yeah.
Pong.
Yeah. Pong. Shut up. We had Mario on Nintendo. I had to blow in the cartridge every day. Put it in there. Slam it down just to get it to work. So, all right, everybody, like, subscribe, share. Like, subscribe, share,
Comment,
email, comment,
email.
6 words or more. Email us. If you want some delicious, delicious Vietnam coffee, whole bean for free,
Send us an
I
email.
I will
First
pay for
person
the
to email
shipping.
gets free Vietnamese coffee. Come on.
Can't beat that with a stick, dude. That is,
Listen,
I'm bribing fans,
I
man.
I would go out on a limb. I can almost guarantee that there is no other podcast on the planet that is offering free Vietnamese coffee for an email.
All you gotta do is send an email. Here's what you need to say in the email. I want that coffee. If I get an email that says that, I will ship it to your, well, you gotta give me your address too, but I will ship
Right.
it to you.
Obviously.
I'll pay for it. It's whole bean. You have to have a grinder, or you could just throw it out as soon as you get it, whatever you decide to do. It's. So yeah, email, like, share, subscribe. It only takes a second. Like, share, and subscribe. And we will see you on Tuesday.
Tuesday.
All right. See ya.
Later.